The day the mountains decided to move. In a land where the sky kissed the peaks of the tallest mountains, and the rivers sang as they wound through the valleys, there was a day unlike any other, the day the mountains decided to move. The mountains had stood tall for eons, watching over the land and its inhabitants. They had seen the birth of rivers, the dance of the seasons, and the lives of countless creatures that called the valleys home. But the mountains had a secret desire. They wished to explore the world beyond their roots. One morning, as the sun painted the sky with hues of gold and crimson, the mountains began to stir. A deep rumble echoed through the land, and the animals looked up in wonder. The mountains were moving. At first, they moved slowly, their vast bases shifting like the ancient giants they were. Trees, animals, and birds clung to their slopes, all sharing in the mountain's grand adventure. The rivers curved and bent, creating new paths as the mountains carved their way through the land. The people of the valleys were astonished. They had lived in the shadows of these mountains all their lives, never imagining they could move. But as they watched the mountains glide across the land, they felt a sense of excitement and curiosity. Where were the mountains going? What would they find? As the mountains traveled, they saw the wonders of the world. They marveled at the vast deserts, where the sand dunes shifted like waves in an ocean of gold. They gazed at the thick jungles, where the air buzzed with the life of 1,000 creatures. They even peered into the depths of the oceans, where the water shimmered with the dance of light and life. The mountains met other mountains, some tall and snow-capped, others rolling and green. They shared stories of the ages, of the winds that had sculpted them and the rains that had nourished them. They spoke of the eagles that soared around their peaks and the wolves that roamed their forests. But as the mountains explored, they began to miss their valleys, the rivers that had flowed at their feet, and the people who had looked up at them with awe. They realized that while it was wonderful to explore, there was no place like home. So, the mountains decided to return. They moved back to their original places, bringing with them stories of their journey. The rivers welcomed them back with glistening waters, and the valleys embraced them like old friends. The people celebrated the return of the mountains, and from that day on, they saw them in a new light. They knew that the mountains had dreams and desires just like them. They understood that sometimes, one must go on a journey to appreciate the beauty of home. And so, dear children, the story of the day the mountains moved teaches us that everyone has dreams to chase, even the oldest and tallest of mountains. But it also reminds us that no matter how far we roam, the love for our home will always bring us back.